First of all, radicals and what is radicand. N is any positive integer. Positive integer means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, any positive number greater than 1. This positive number must be greater than 1. This n is must be greater than 1. And a be any real number. A be any real number. It's written in divisible form, p over q form, or any other real number. Then any number x, such that we can write xn is equal to a, is called nth root of a. Definition is a little bit difficult, but symbolically x number is written in nth root of a, or simply we write x is equal to nth root of a. Nth root of a means here this is the nth root, and this is any real number a. This is nth root of a is equal to such number x is called radical number. This number is called radical number, or so simply we can say that x is a radical number if this number is written in this radical sign form. If this number is written in this radical sign form. Clear? Now what is radical, radicand, and what is a, what is n? Here we see that x is written in the form of a 1 by n. This symbol is radical sign. This sign is radical sign. A is its base. Number, a real number a is its base. A real number a is its base. And we can simply say that this is a radical sign. This is a radical sign, and this number is its base, or we can say that it's a index of radical. It's a index of radical, not. And the third one is n is index of radical. In a radical number, there are three terms. First of all, this radical number is equal to nth root of a, where a is its base. This symbol is called radical symbol, and this n is called index of radical. Here we write some numbers. For example, radical numbers, square root a. Square root a. Why we called it a square root? Because when we convert it into exponential form, it can be written as a raised to power 1 by 2. That's why here we see that here exists 2, which we call square root. If there is n, if there is a number n, then we call it nth root. If the number is square, then we called it a square root. We can write simply square root of a, or we can write it as 2 square root a. The next one is 3 radical sign a, which means cube root of a. Why we called it cube root? Because we can write it in exponential form as a raised to power 1 by 3, which means cube root of a. Similarly, if we write 4 here, how we convert it into an exponential form? We convert it into exponential form as a raised to power 1 by 4. Similarly, up to so on, if we write here n square root base a, we can write it as nth root of a raised to power 1 by n. If we convert it into a power form, it's called its exponential form, means this is its exponential form because exponential form because there exists an exponent in a power, and this is called its radical form. This is called its radical form. Okay, now we move on properties. We move on properties of radical. What are the properties of radical? Properties of radicals. The first property, if we have nth root of product of a and b, if we have two real numbers which are a and b, and we have the nth root of the product of two real numbers, then we can write it as nth root of the real number a multiply with nth root of real number of b, or we simply write it as a dot b in exponential form, nth root of a dot b, nth root of product of a dot b. We can write it as a nth root product with b nth root of a product with nth root of b. Secondly, we have a property nth root of a divided by b. We have a two number in a divisible form, that is in a p over q form. We find we have a nth root of a over b or p over q. We write it as nth root of a over nth root of b. We separately write it as nth root of a and nth root of b. Now the third one, if nth root of mth root of a, there exist two roots of a. M root of a means mth root of a, and then the nth root of whole we have is equal to n m root of a. That is, we multiply these exponents. We multiply these exponents. That is n m root of a, or